Welcome to RPG Ramblings with Jeff Jones. So I'm alone today. I had a cancellation. I thought, well, rather than trying to fill it, I'll just give a State of the Union, or should I say the State of Jeff Jones. So first, I'll give a rundown of what's going on with the publishing side of things. As you know, well, I assume you know, the finishing up with Gary's appendix. Yeah, it was a very successful. Well, I say very successful. It was yes, it was a successful Kickstarter. I gotta be careful. I'll start down talking. The it did a very was very pleased with it turned out. I'm still kind of caught in the throes of fulfillment, which was made much more complicated because I decided to do the backer kit, which I only did because Zach of World of Game Design, Zach Goins, was not willing to help out, but I paid him to help out. So anyway, yeah, I paid a World of Game Design for this Kickstarter to in particular to help me with the actual Kickstarter, to help me with the backer kit and help with fulfillment. The backer kit has been a very well, it's not very complex, but there is definitely complexity to it. And there's been one person, at least one person, maybe two, that's asked, my experiences with it. I will do a podcast at a later date. I'll try and get Zach on, and we'll go through backer kit and what's the pros and the cons of hitchhiking, as I guess Roger Walters would say. We will. But part of this, what made this even more complex is because so I have this, I'll say habit. So what I do is I have a hard time sometimes going through things I find mundane, and so I have to put myself under pressure to get it done. And so I decided to do all this print on demand and prove it out in a very short amount of time. So that added to the stress of me trying to work through drive through, or should say one bookshelf or lightning speed, Lulu, and also mix them. And it's been a wild ride. So by me doing this, it's forced me to do things that maybe I could have been doing a long time ago, but now I take maybe a month's worth of work and try to consolidate down to 2 weeks and learn quite a bit. So at least now I can understand what needs to be done for these and my thoughts on the different ones. But anyhow, that complicated the whole thing in addition to the backer kit. And there's a fair amount of complexity. What I will say is so far it's when I was going into this, we did the smoke screen, which is where you send out a few, when I say Zach's a smoke screen, which is a few surveys to see how things work, and when don't work and what gets busted. And there was something that's busted that wasn't our fault, but and I said to him, it's like, I don't know. I think maybe before we did the smoke screen, I was like, there's a lot here. I don't know if it's worth it. Oh, I know what it was. He did the smoke screen. I was like, I don't know if it's worth it. I looked at the amount that had raised, the small amount, and he was like, I'm like, we'll see. It's just, you got to figure out your time and your effort, and also just the anxiety and stress. But anyway, so far it does appear that doing the backer kit was a smart thing. That it actually does, having even paying somebody to help with that actually still comes out ahead. So there will be a future episode, at least I'm planning a future episode, where I will talk about backer kit. And I'll have plans to have Zach on. I assume he'll come on with me. So and we'll kind of go through that whole process and what it kind of means and how it works out, and the flexibility it offers. So it is really pretty astounding what you can do. But it definitely is nerve-wracking because it's very easy to, as any of us run a Kickstarter, it's, if you mess up, it could be costly. It says, yeah. So, anyhow, that is that. So what I should be on, you think that, the Mixum, the zines have been ordered. They're heading to Indiana to the World of Game House, World of Game Design, to their warehouse. I got a few other things to try and publish, trying to work through a few things and get those sent. So we should be seeing physical copies going out here for Gamehole Con, I'm hoping. So, but so it's like things should be more of a relief now, except the problem that I created was I decided to also do a Kickstarter in October. So I hope you held on to a few dollars for Fane of the Fly God. So that is coming in October. Zach's helping. They're doing they're helping with the backer kit and the Kickstarter for this one. Oh my goodness, Zach did a great job with the he did a great job with the Kickstarter page. But I still need to do a video. So hopefully in the next, I think maybe 2 weeks, I'll be launching Fane of the Fly God. And we'll see how that goes. So this has been, I will say, the most ambitious and most money put up front. So the highest risk thing I've done yet. So I hope that, and maybe I'll share the numbers sometime, but there's definitely, well, at least right now, it needs to raise over $4,000, I think, just to break even. But, and really at this point, I think it will. But it's one of those things where you go in as a creator, nobody's asking for Fane of the Fly God. Nobody knocked on my door and said, Jeff, we the Legions want this product. Nobody said that. So you do this thing on a act of faith, trusting in whatever it is that guides a person to do such nonsense, and hopefully that the nonsense resonates with other people. So anyway, I'm trying to get that finished up. So I've got the writing's all done. The layout is almost completely done. Got a little bit to do. All the artwork is, I believe, done. The layout is like, I don't know, like 96% done. And it just has, and I sent to another round for copy editing. And so that's getting done. So then once all that happens, then I need to start setting out for proof copies. But I think this one, Zach has suggested going with a hardback. I may do a hardback and a soft back with this. So we'll see. Never done a hardback before. So I don't know. So all that means is, whatever whatever I'm going to do, I'm also going to use Lulu, because the nice thing about Lulu is it provides a means of print on demand for everybody. So I can ship worldwide. And so I plan on doing a Lulu and probably keeping that one to just a paperback. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what the costs are. Maybe I'll do a paperback and a also via Mixum. It's kind of weird, because if you do volumes, a lot of times enough volume, you get a better deal with Lulu. No Lulu, but with Mixum. But sometimes I don't know if I like Mixum better or not. It's kind of interesting. Even kind of coming back with the Gary's appendix, I don't know. I'm still not certain which I like better, to tell you the truth. But it was cheaper to go through Mixum, and it is heavier paper and it is nicer quality. But it's kind of interesting is, even with all that, it's like, and it definitely was cheaper there. But what's kind of interesting is, if you change, you got to be careful about your sizes too, because I went to a 6x9 for Scoundrels, what it's going to do, and it definitely, to get printed on Mixum, it increased the price. It became very much prohibitive to do that over a 5x8. But anyway, that's another story. So and I am rambling because it's getting late. So so that's going on. I do also have another plans for a Kickstarter in February for Zine Quest. The zine portion, I'm going to do a zine in a paperback, a trade paperback, or a perfect bound, not trade paperback, a perfect bound book. Be a setting, which is going to be a little bit different than what I normally do. So that's coming out. I do have the zine done, which is the layout done, which is the rules. So working on that. There is been work been done on not Fane of the Fly God, but on Journey of the Midland Journey. Journey into the Madlands. That one is we're working on the second issue. We've got adventure written. We've got some articles written. I'm going to use the same format. We're going to do the 8.5 by 11 still. Be fewer pages. Maybe black and white interior. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's basically the difference between color and black and white with the interior will double the cost of the book, and so that's not fun. It's pretty bad. So I feel pretty good about that. I'm not sure when. I'm not gonna make any promises. I'm really shooting, I think, for spring, summer for that. And also Gary's appendix. I think people want a second one, so I will be. I think once all the craziness of October is done, I'm planning on November getting that out. Getting out, but getting articles. So if people are interested in writing articles, let me know. I can send you the guidelines. I'm looking for specific types of writing, specific types of articles. And if you're interested, I say just drop me a notice, Facebook, Twitter, wherever, and I will send you the guidelines, and you can make a pitch. I'm always open to pitches. And also plan on doing some improvements with the with the, well, at least the video portion. I think that the idea is that there are ways so the thing is, when you do the way I've been doing things has been such that the editing of the podcast, both the video and the audio, I can do very quickly, and it's really by design the way that whole thing's been done, because I really don't really have a whole lot of I really don't have a whole lot of time, between work and all that. But but what I do realize from when talking with Travis is that there could be improvements on the YouTube side of things, and I'm trying to figure out a way of doing it in a way that doesn't add much time. So I think I got some ideas. So hopefully in the maybe in the December timeframe, I will make some improvements on that. So anyway, that being said, I am got a lot going on. So occasionally I do have this is a weekly weekly podcast. I still plan on doing this weekly, but I got a lot going on. So there may be times where maybe I'll just cheat and do an episode like this, but there is no plans on slowing down. Still plan on doing a weekly podcast, and I'm actually pretty excited. So there's still people I want to talk to, old guests I want to bring back. And there's no and also if people are interested in coming on, or somebody that might want to come on, feel free to throw a pitch. I mean, some of the people that have come on have been people that have pitched for themselves to come on. And I'll tell you, sometimes when life is busy and I don't have any guests lined up for whatever, and somebody says, "Hey, I'm doing a thing," and it's it makes it very easy sometimes for me to just say, "Yeah, sure, why not," and do that. So, and I got some made some good friends from that. So feel free. And also, this is very dude heavy. I've tried I've tried to do some outreach to try and make it less dude heavy. But if you know of any dudettes that would want to come on, they're more than welcome. But anyhow, that being said, I'm very excited about this next year as well. So much to look forward to, much to be thankful for. And I'm also thankful for all of you who have taken the time to listen to this ramble. All those people who have taken the time to actually support the podcast. I mean, you know, just the act of downloading and is a vote. I mean, it's a demonstration that you're willing to donate an hour and a half, 2 hours of your time. So that's pretty meaningful. I mean, yeah, the thumbs up are great. I really do appreciate the comments but also just the fact that you're there is actually quite a bit of a blessing. So anyway, I want to thank you all, and until next time, take care.